I'm spitting bars, I'm rapping to infinity. My bars are so electric that they're flying up your energy. You rapping with ability, I'm rapping straight symphony. You claiming your...
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Fixin. We're coming to you with another DC Universe Online video. I'm absolutely falling in love with this game. It is so wicked every time I jump on. The reason for this video today is I'm going to answer a big question that is going for the last at least 6 years that I've been playing this game. What is the fastest way to increase your CR? So a lot of people just want to get their CR straight up to the top, so they can access all the DLC contents and all that sort of stuff. Of course, they're trying to look for the fastest way to get up. A lot of people pay. You can pay, I think, 1,000 or 5,000 credits to, or 5,000 cash to level yourself up to 312, I believe, or 311. But that costs about $50, so that is obviously quite expensive, and there is a much faster way you can get to CR 311 or 312 in about 2 days, guaranteed. So this is my fresh fire tank, Vixen. He's CR 76 at the moment. The reason he is CR 76 is I've already bought a few items of equipment, all these ones here, from the vendor, the special vendor. But I was CR 55 and I jumped up to 76 in literally 3 minutes. So the reason I was 55 from 30 is I went into the, as soon as I hit level 30, I jumped into some raids straight away, got myself some source marks, and I got about 141 source marks. I'm now at 92 and I've gone from CR 55 to 76. So the best way to do it is we're in the House of Legends. This is the #1 go-to for everything you need, most of everything anyway. What you want to do as soon as you hit level 30, from making a fresh character, you do your normal missions, complete the storyline, you fresh level 30, you want to go straight into your on-duty menu and you want to go into Omnibus. Right, this is the fastest way to level up and get your max CR. Right, you go into Omnibus. Right, when you go into Omnibus, I only do raids because they guarantee 4 source marks, or 8 at the moment because we're double source marks. Otherwise, you can go into alerts or duos if you really wish, if you want to mix it up. But I just did raid straight away, raid. With double source marks, in about an hour I got up, or about maybe 2 hours, I got up to 141 source marks. So it's absolutely ridiculous. But the good thing is not only are you going to get source marks, you're going to get 4 every time, but you also going to get a random gearbox every single time, and that random gearbox is going to guarantee you a higher piece of armor than you've already got. Right, so you might get a weapon this time, you might get a face shield the next time, you know, and you're always going to be going up from there. So you can just boost your CR purely just by doing that. Plus, you're going to get your source marks, right? So that is the #1 go-to. You just want to jump into as many of those as you can stand, and then you just want to come over into the House of Legends and you want to go to Tempest Fuginaut. He is the one-stop shop for every tier armor in the game, all the way up to tier 6. He is the fastest method out there. If anybody says there's a faster method, they are lying to you, straight up lying to you, unless there's a method that I do not know of, which I would love to see in the comments. If anybody knows a faster method, please let me know, because obviously everybody wants to get up there the fastest. They want to be able to do all the content as soon as possible, you know, whatever lessens the grind makes us happy. So you go into Tempest Fuginaut and he's got all the tier armor, right, but they're higher level. They give you big jumps in your CR. That's what people are forgetting. So if you go into, you can also go over here and they'll give you all the list of the tier vendors as to what tier that you are at the moment. So currently I'm sitting in quotation marks tier 2 quotation marks. So tier 2, if you go into your normal tier 1 vendor in the watchtower and tier 2 vendor in the watchtower and so on, the item level for those are ridiculously low. So I think the item level for a tier 2 is 52. That's it. So item level 52 for tier 2 armor. So unless you're like addicted and obsessed with those sort of styles that you can get from that armor, which I know there are some people out there addicted to that Superman armor, there is no reason for you to go in here and go to those leveled armor, right? You might as well go straight up to Tempest Fuginaut, and he'll give you the max level armor that you can get for your tier every single time. Once you have bought enough of this level 90 gear, so level 90 in tier 2, that's where I am, opposed to level 52 in tier 2. So it's a much faster method, gives you, like I said, big jumps. Big jumps is what you want. You don't want to be slowly going up, right? So tier 2, right? This is where I was before, tier 1. Right, and it gives you level 55 armor, so it's already higher than tier 2 just for tier 1 armor. Right, and then you want to go into straight away tier 2, and here you go. Right, so once you get enough of tier 2 armor, and it says in this little side screen that you've gone up to tier 3, all these items will change to a higher level item. Right, and you just keep abusing this vendor until you get, bloody hell, this guy looks pretty cool, doesn't he? You keep abusing this vendor until you get to tier 6, which is about 311 or 312, I really can't remember at this point. And then you just start going into your Wayne tokens and your solar tokens to get your higher CR from there. But what I want to do is I want to see if I can show you into the tier 3, because they're massive jumps, guys, massive jumps. So as with always climbing in your CR, you want to look for the lowest level item in your inventory. Alright, you always got to do that. If you're upgrading your chest plate, which is already level 64, when you've got your level 51 pants, what are you doing? Alright, so as you can see, the legs, I'm assuming is the lowest, 51, 52 for the hands, 52 for the blade. So I need legs, the weapon, and hands, right? So I'm going to go in here. Anything that costs a lot of source marks is the higher, will give you more CR points, right? So you always go for the most expensive first, and then go for the cheap ones, right? Because the cheap ones are easy. You can go into a raid and get a cheap one straight off one raid. Whilst the legs you got to save up for. So I'm tank at the moment, so I better buy the tank legs. So we're gonna buy the tank legs, right? We're gonna buy the weapon, and I don't know if that puts me into CR3, tier 3 already. Where, see, look at that, I've gone from 75, I've jumped up 10 CR points. You know, it's absolutely insane. We're just going to get the hands as well, and hopefully that boosts us straight up. It still hasn't boosted us straight up, okay. 60, 90, 62... Alrighty, I think it's the level 55 gear, so the boots, the shoulders, and the face. So we got to go for the shoulders. And you don't want to buy, so you see I'm taking it one at a time. You don't want to buy more armor than is necessary, right? So we're at 92, I think level 100 is the next tier. So I think it was boots, was it? Boots and face mask. So obviously we've got to go for the boots next. Boots, tank, boom, and we're going to go into the face mask. Right, now you can tell when you hit CR because there's two types. Your equipped CR is what you've got physically in your inventory equipped, and your combat rating is what you've got in your inventory that isn't equipped. Right, so you can always tell where you're going to sit before you actually put the armor on. That's how you got to kind of gauge it. Alright, so I'm still at level 96. I'm guessing one more piece of armor will level us up. I'm trying to save the chest plate to the tier 3 because that's what's going to give you the most CR when you boost up. So 62 seems to be the lowest, 60, so we're going to buy the necklace, and that should hopefully boost us up to the next tier. That's DPS, and that is the tank roll. I'm spending quite a lot of source marks here. It does get up there. Boom. Ah, we need one more, man. Okay, so we do not want to join that league. I'm in a league of my own. Alright, we're just gonna get the ring. I really hoped we would be out of there by now, but We're not. That has surely got to put us into tier 3. Oh, 1! Oh, you're joking me. You're joking me. Alright. Hopefully everything but the chest plate. I really don't want to upgrade the chest plate. I'm going to have to upgrade the chest plate, aren't I? Alrighty. Sometimes you just get an unfortunate one and you're forced to buy. Alright, there you go, tier 3, and see how all the armor has changed. Right? All the armor has changed, and now you can go into level 135 armor. So this is what I'm saying, big jumps. As soon as you go from level 90 armor to level 135 armor, it's absolutely massive jumps. Now we're at 102. You know, so massive jumps. So this is what I'm talking about. Tempest Fusionaut is absolutely insane when it comes to increasing your CR. On this video, it's been what, 14-15 minutes. We've gone from CR 76 to 102 in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, guys, and you can jump over 50 CR points. So he is by far the fastest way, and there's no doubt about it. He's the fastest way. If anybody's got a faster way, please leave a comment below, because I would love to know if there's a faster way than this. Oh my goodness, happy days. That'd be great. So now I'm going to show you what happens after you've got to tier 6 on this gentleman here. So once you've got tier 6 on him, you want to go into your map, you want to go warp, and you want to go straight to the watchtower, right? Obviously you can, you know, do a few other missions if you want, but if you just want to get there as fast as possible, this is how you do it. So I think the max CR is 360, so you got to finish at Tempest Fusionaut at around 311 or 312. Then you want to go straight into 31st Century New Earth, right? And that is going to essentially give you all the missions in there, going to give you source marks and solar currency. So the solar currency is what is going to buy everything. I think it's called solar currency. Let's have a look. Solar credits, sorry, solar credits. So this is all your next armor. So this is going to be level, max armor level is 272. Alright, so you're going to get level 272 items from here with your solar currencies. When you do the missions, that is going to give you these time currencies, which you can also use to purchase the armor. They give you discounts on your solar currency purchases. When you do the boss, it's also going to give you solar currency, and it's also going to give you source marks. So you're still saving source marks. Alright, once you get to CR 322, you can then go over to Flashpoint Gotham City. Right, and that's going to give you source marks in your missions, as well as Wayne Casino chips. Right, and these Wayne Casino chips are used to buy all the thermo leggings, which is going to be the ultimate armor style, which is Doomsday, and that's going to bring you up to about 340, 350, and then you got the brand new episode, which is going to bring you up to 360. So you can go on the latest episodes, right? And the new latest episodes would be Justice tokens, and that will take you all the way up to the max CR at the moment. Alright, so you can always go then you can go events, you can go normal, and you can go elites. You got to have an equipment rating of 333 for these events though, but that's how you do it. That is how you do it, guys. Yep. So if you want to be more efficient, and say if you go over to these bots, you can see a lot of things that cost you source marks, like your Apocalyptian Aura, which is 150 source marks, which is pretty cool. You've got your Omega Face Shield, which is 150 source marks, and you've got your Apocalyptian Eyes, which are 100 source marks, and you've got pets, which can cost anywhere between 200 to 400 source marks. You can always just keep doing raids, do your Omnibus, right? Get your raids and just increase your CR with the random gearbox, and just keep doing it like that. It's going to be a little bit slower, but you're going to be saving tons of source marks, and then by the time you're, say, level 102, which I am right now, if I was to save all my source marks, I'd probably have close to about, 300, 400 source marks. Alright, so that's another efficient way if you want to spend your source marks on styles and all that actually cost source marks. But yeah, that is the video, guys. So that is the fastest way to level up your CR in DC Universe to date, 2022. Like I said previously, if there's any faster way, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know, because there's a pain in the ass just grinding to get the max CR to get unlock pretty much everything. Alright, and yeah, like always, guys, please like, subscribe, leave some comments of how you thought the video went. Trying to boost this channel as much as possible. It's a brand new channel, so if there's any feedback you can give me, please let me know. I'd love to hear it. And like always, peace out, guys. Have a good day.